बर्तमान समस्त को स्वागत आज्ञा बर्तमान मुझे समस्ते मतदाता संकल्प आमे भारतर नागरिक वृंद गणतंत्र रे निजर पूर्ण आस्था रखी एही शपथ नेउछु कि आमे निज देशर गणतांत्रिक परंपरार मर्यादा बजाय रखिबु तथा मुक्त अबाध एवं शांतिपूर्ण निर्वाचन गरिमा को क्षुण्ण रखी निर्भीक होई जाति धर्म वर्ण गोष्ठी भाषा अथवा अन्य कोनोसी प्रलोभन रे प्रभावित न होई प्रत्येक निर्वाचन रे निज मताधिकार प्रयोग करिबु भारत माता की जय।
Namaskar. Greetings to all voters on the eve of the 15th National Voters Day. This year, National Voters Day is particularly special. As the Election Commission completes 75 years of dedicated service to this country. National Voters Day is not just an occasion to celebrate the inception of the Election Commission of India, but also an opportunity to honor the very spirit of democracy embodied by every voter. In 2024, the world witnessed the grand spectacle of India creating a world record of 64.6 crore voters, exercising their franchise in the Lok Sabha elections. The elections saw another heartening milestone in which women with a 65.78% turnout victory and participated more than male voters with a turnout of 65.5%. The elections were more inclusive than ever before. We witnessed a 46% increase in the registrations amongst persons with disabilities as compared to the previous general elections. Registration of third gender electors almost doubled in these elections. Our elderly voters aged above 85 years and PW voters were facilitated with the option of voting from the comfort of their homes. These elections witnessed nearly zero repolls and violence was kept at bay, even in states where it was prevalent. In Jammu and Kashmir, the solid foundation of democratic participation led during the Lok Sabha elections was further strengthened and transformed into a magnificent edifice of a peaceful, progressive and vibrant democratic ethos. The long queues of voters at the polling stations, patiently waiting with a glint of hope in their eyes,
represented the democratic essence of our nation. Similarly, in the Naxal-affected areas of Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, voters echoed the spirit of democracy witnessed in the rest of the country. Voters silenced the sounds of bullets and calls for boycotts with a determined resolve to cast their vote. In many LWE areas, villagers voted for the first time at polling stations in their own villages. Voters are the ultimate custodians of our democracy. Their awareness and wisdom are the force behind our democracy. I salute the sagacity and intelligence of the Indian voters. Along with voters, I also thank the entire election machinery, the polling personnel, security forces and other staff for keeping our democracy on the rails. They played a pivotal role in ensuring that the elections happened with perfection, precision and peacefully. Friends, today we are witnessing across the globe an era of polarized campaigns during elections, possibilities of external interference and growing challenges in cybersecurity space. Misinformation and fake narratives spread instantaneously and with alarming speed. A dangerous trend is emerging where baseless allegations are made against the election process that could damage the confidence of the voters and the national fabric. On social media, algorithms are designed in a way that content is aligned with whatever is viewed and thus viewpoints get hardened without adequate exposure to the other side of the argument. Friends, democracy belongs to all of us. Indian democracy is our shared, nurtured and strengthened over the past 75 years, a legacy in which voters rightfully takes pride. This legacy is proudly shared by political parties who, after voters, are critical stakeholders in strengthening democracy. It is everybody's duty that election campaigns are not disruptive or divisive and unfounded narratives are not built, as it tends to disillusion and distance our youth from the electoral process. Today, India stands proud as the world's largest and most diverse democracy. For us, in Election Commission of India, trust and transparency are two sides of the same coin. It fills us with immense pride that the number of voters in our country have now crossed 99 crores. We are almost on the verge of becoming a nation of 1 billion voters soon. Our achievements in securing high voter turnout in recent years have been heartening, hitting the 65% mark in the last 3 national elections. However, we still have a distance to cover. I call upon all eligible citizens to register as voters without fail and vote in each election. A special appeal to voters in towns and cities and to the forward-looking community of the youth to take sincere interest in electoral participation and come out to vote. Once again, I extend my warm wishes on this occasion of National Voters' Day, which is a reminder for all of us of our responsibility in upholding democracy in our country. Jai.
Viewed with the spirit of democracy, a reaffirmation of our collective commitment to the ideals of justice, equality, and justice. India, the largest democracy in the world, is shining beacon of participative governance. With over 99 crore registered voters and more than 10 lakh polling stations, our electoral system is a testimony to the indomitable spirit of every citizen. These figures are not just numbers, they represent the voices, aspirations, and dreams of a billion people determined to shape their destiny. On this special day, I feel deeply moved by the faith that our citizens place in the democratic process. Democracy democracy, after all, is not just a system of governance, it's a way of life, a shared dream that binds us all. Every broadcast is an expression of hope, a message of belief in the transformative power of collective decision making. National Voter Day is also a moment to reflect on our shared responsibilities. Democracy flourishes not in isolation, but through the tireless efforts of voters, election officers, security forces, volunteers, media, and countless others. Each of you play a vital role in safeguarding the sanctity of our elections. We are all aware that democracy thrives only when citizens actively engage, participate, and protect their values. Today, let us pledge not only to exercise our own right to vote, but also to inspire others to do the same. Let us guide the indifferent, educate the unaware, and encourage the hesitant, because democracy is the strongest when it includes every voice, especially those who have been ignored. As we celebrate 75 years of DCI, I take this opportunity to thank my esteemed colleagues at the Election Commission of India who have dedicated themselves to ensure that our electoral process continue to set global benchmarks. As I conclude, I welcome you all once again and extend my gratitude for being here today and for your unwavering faith in the ideas that make India a proud and vibrant democracy. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for inspiring everyone to be voting by highlighting the very importance of this vote. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we further celebrate the spirit of democracy by presenting the electoral photo identity cards to our newly registered voters. और देश भर से इन नए वोटर्स का यहाँ पर प्रतिनिधित्व कर रहे हैं। हमारे साथ उपस्थित 5 नए वोटर्स। माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी से मैं निवेदन करती हूँ कि आप सभा मंच के सामने आकर इन नए वोटर्स को उनका टिकट प्रदान कर उन्हें प्रोत्साहित करें। और दीदी सज्जनों, आप सभी के प्रोत्साहन भरे तालियों के बीच उन्हें मंच पर आमंत्रित करते हैं मिस प्रीतम दुबे। अर्पित सलमान, शिव चौधरी, रामान श्रीधर, और आयुषी कुमार। Ladies and gentlemen, the epic which is being presented to them is much more than just a photo identity card. In fact, it represents the empowerment, the responsibility, and the role of each of these new voters in shaping the future of our nation.
Fusion of vibrant cultures, collection of traditions, thousands of years old, home to over a billion people. A nation that is a living portrait of the power to decide its own fate, the power of democracy.
1 million polling stations were election stations.
The entire planet then becomes a huge exercise for us.
Sheer number and a variety in the country is a big challenge.
इतना विशाल देश है, अलग-अलग भाषाएं, इलेक्शन कमीशन जो है, इलेक्शन जो है हर इलाके में अलग करते हैं। Behind every polling station created in the most remote corners of India, there were many unsung heroes. It was a journey of 1,000 steps, with one simple goal: to ensure that every voter, no matter their location, will have a voice. India decides through its diversity.
भारतीय जेंडर बहुत बाद में आता है।
India decides because in the end, the strength of its democracy, the voice of the people, defines its destiny.
We have created sufficient democratic surpluses for the world economy.
At the end of it all, the world which said, will democracy survive in this country? It has proved everybody wrong.
हिंदुस्तान एक उदाहरण बन गया पूरे वर्ल्ड के।
हमारा संविधान देखा, क्या चल रहा था? संविधान के अधिकार है।
The future is written by those who express their voices. Power to shape tomorrow lies in your hands today. The decision is yours.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the voice of democracy, the voice of India through our elections. और अब इस ऐतिहासिक और महत्वपूर्ण अवसर पर माननीय निर्वाचन आयुक्त श्री ज्ञानेश कुमार जी को मैं
Senior members of political parties, विदेशों में हुए इलेक्शन मैनेजमेंट बॉडीज के वरिष्ठ इलेक्शन आयुक्त, देश के विभिन्न प्रदेशों से आए हुए चीफ इलेक्टोरल ऑफिसर, डिस्ट्रिक्ट इलेक्शन ऑफिसर, पुलिस के अधिकारीगण, and all my dear friends. On this auspicious occasion of 15th National Voters' Day, may I greatly take you to the corridors of the year 2020. Not only for India, but for more than 60 countries of the world.